Day, nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly, but thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help, but no one hears me. One day I fear I'll just disappear, lost in this chaos.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another Dirt Sheet Radio presents TNA Impact. Willow to the beat.
Yeah, Willow on the beat. Yeah,
Willow on the beat. That is our name of the episode today. You'll know why, because if you have seen cinema, for those
you haven't seen cinema until you've seen this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We had some Brokeback Macklin. We had.
That's a good one too.
Exactly. That could have been a thing. That could have been that could have been the title, but I think people will get offended, and we don't want that.
Yeah, we want to offend you with our words, not our title. We want you to click on it to get offended.
Exactly. Like
we don't need the SEO canceling us now.
Like our Kaiba boys running hot.
Damn right, and our best friend Josh.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it couldn't have been possible without Josh.
That's right.
Wherever you are, rest in peace.
Kaiba boys draw inspiration from you.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, I am that corner viewer, Matt, and to join me as always, the IWC World Chief of Korea, Andrew. How you doing?
All right. At least I remember G-Quux comes out on Tuesdays, unlike somebody else on this show.
Yes. Look, new season. Trying to figure out what days are what.
Oh, I know. I'm just fucking with you. You watch like 20 shows, I watch one. It's very easy for me to go, that thing popped up. Okay.
Like, oh, that thing is today.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania weekend is over, and thank you for those that tuned in to watch Unbreakable with us. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the show wasn't fantastic, but we had fun.
Yeah, that was all about it. No, you don't come here for the show. You come here for us. You come here for the good times.
You come here for this show, not for the show we cover.
Yeah. We're like the Talking Dead, but actually good.
Or like Mystery Science Theater.
Yes, there you go.
You know, they always cover bad movies, but you're gonna watch what the fuck they have to say about it. So there we go.
Exactly. That was the only thing that matters.
Though I can say, I don't know how many how many bad movies you purposefully go out of your way to watch, like the bad sci-fi, like WZ grade kind of garbage movies that they do on purpose.
I go for the B horrors.
Have you ever seen Velocipaster?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
My friend told me about it. I was like, I can't believe this is real.
And then, was it Velocipaster or was it a different one? Which one is... Maybe you've seen it, and I'm just not remembering what the fucking name of it was. With the Hooker Dr. Lawyer? Was that Velocipaster, or was that another
Hooker Doctor?
Hooker Dr. Lawyer.
We got... let me check the good old Google machine.
It was Velocipaster, yeah, okay.
It is, yep, it is Velocipaster.
That came to mind today, because I know you watch on the app, but I was watching on Access, and they literally have a commercial that played like 3 or 4 times promoting a law firm, and they say, "We are a team of doctor lawyers." And in my head, I'm just like, but they're not Hooker doctor lawyers, so hey, I don't want anything to do with this fucking place. Anytime doctor and lawyer gets fucking thrown together, I'm like, what about the hookers? We need the Hooker doctor lawyer. That's what I want.
Exactly. We need that. We need a single female lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't lost to sex. But were you able to watch any WrestleMania festivities this weekend?
Oh, yeah. I saw a decent bit. I even heard the audio because it got leaked from somewhere about the roast. But when it came to the actual matches, like... We know that EO was probably the best one of the weekend for WrestleMania.
It was that, Punk, Roman Rollins, and if I had to pick a third,
It depends on if you're picking for moments or if you mean for matches. Because moments, I would give that to Dom.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed that match. Yeah, it's toss between that or I guess Drew and Priest. They were both
I'm just,
surprisingly not bad.
I'm so low on Priest since he left Judgment Day. Like,
Yeah,
after
yeah,
his bad title run and leaving Judgment Day, I'm like, you are boring. Like,
yeah.
you have a deep voice and
I,
you're bisexual Undertaker.
yeah. I'm just glad Drew won that. I think he needed that more.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I definitely think if we went for match quality, that's the triple threat with Io, Bianca, Rhea. That was probably the Mania best match.
hmm
Punk, Rollins, and Reigns. Obviously, that was big because it set up a new dangerous alliance or
Yeah.
whatever you really want to call it. But you get what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah. No, and I like the high video for this Fire Burns. That was cool.
And I love the fact that Dom went from being the most booed and hated heel to as soon as he won, he instantly face turned.
Yeah.
Because the place went crazy for him, and the way that he left and then ran back in, that was charming as fuck. Like you
Yeah.
can't hate that kid.
I
Like
cannot. Did you see him tossing Scott Steiner?
yeah, I saw him talking shit, holding the belt. Yeah, and then Scott shot back on him, so that was perfect. Scott's always ready to work, so I'm like I
Yep.
like that. But and
He's
of course, the Cena thing is milestones. That's good, but
yeah.
I didn't like the finish. I agreed with what Rock said on Pat McAfee's show that like the finish he would have finessed the finish a little more, and I feel like the end of the match fell flat.
I think it's more of how long it took Travis Scott to get in the ring. Kind of like,
But
all right, like, get in, get in.
you could still work around that. You can. I think that's
Yeah,
part of what Rock meant about the finesse part. Like work towards what's happening instead of waiting for him to hit a spot. But
exactly.
another match that I think is like the diamond in the rough that I don't know if a lot of people saw, and you should definitely see it because you would love it if you haven't already. The Miyu Yamashita versus Natty Neidhart at Bloodsport.
Yeah, I
That
did.
was like 7 minutes long or whatever, but it was fucking good.
That was
That
really
was the
good.
best Natty's looked in a long fucking time.
Did you see Butterbean and Suzuki?
I did not because I
I,
didn't want to.
I heard it was the worst thing ever, so I have to find it.
I knew it was going to be bad because Butterbean just went through DDPO going to be able to even move. So
Right.
I'm like, all right, I don't want to see how that works. No, thank you.
Yeah,
No
like,
me gusta.
yeah,
Yeah.
but now I need to know how bad was it?
Gabe Kidd versus Barnett was supposedly pretty decent, and I think Gabe went over too. So
Yeah, I was surprised by that. Well, cool, I'll take it.
I mean, Barnett understands the business. You know what I mean? Like he does the job when he has to.
Yeah, I think like how many of
Oh,
those how many of those has he lost? Like what, one?
2 or 3, I think, because he lost to Moxley at least once.
And he beat Moxley back in like a
Like
rematch.
yeah, he won one, lost one. I think he's only fought Suzuki once, and I think he beat Suzuki. But I feel like he lost another one. He hasn't lost. He's won more than he's lost, but he's lost
Right.
a few times on his Bloodsport show, which I give him credit. It's named after him. It's his fucking show, and
Yeah, like it's his fucking promotion.
he's willing to put people over. So it doesn't matter if it's 2, 3, or whatever. But like they're always good, and it's nice to see him put people over. But the no job or he doesn't matter doing the job. We can't bury that either. That was great. El Grande Americano, he's numero uno.
Yeah,
Even Chico de Luchador, El Luchador, he said, El Grande Americano is numero uno. When Chico signs off on it,
I actually got a kick out of that match. I was like, I just want a couple more minutes in terms of match quality. Like, yeah, I could probably use a couple more minutes.
I got a bigger kick out of the bad fucking propaganda video they made for it afterwards
Yes.
with the shitty Photoshop and like trying to make it seem like it was like an
And
after the war situation. El
yeah.
Grande Americano wins again! No,
Yeah, and
people crying, people kissing.
Yeah, that was
That's good fun. That's good comedy.
it is. All right, so Josh lost to Timothy Thatcher.
That was the one I couldn't remember. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at his.
And he's a legit guy. Moxley was just big, which is why they split matches.
Right.
He was hot at the time. That's what I meant by big. I don't mean like in stature. I mean he was hot.
Looks like he only fought Mox once, and that was where Josh won.
I could have swore they fought twice. I was right there with you when I could have swore they fought more than once. Huh.
Okay, no, in Japan, in the blood sport in Japan, Mox got his win back there.
Okay, but there we go. There we go.
Okay, I see now. Yeah. I'm looking at the GCW ones. I forgot they did one in Japan.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. So, is it 3? Is it Thatcher, Moxley, and now Gabe Kidd?
Yeah.
There we go. I just couldn't remember Thatcher for some reason.
Yeah.
I like Thatcher. He just, for some reason, he never sticks. Like he never really catches on super hot. Like he had a good run in Noah, and then I don't know what happened because I thought they liked him in Noah.
Yeah, and NXT liked him too, and they were like, "All right, we're going with the Kitty approach, so you gotta go."
And now, isn't he doing that Evolve thing? Isn't that where we're seeing him next?
He did a match there. I don't know if he has like a I don't know if he has like a contract or anything.
I mean, I didn't see it or anything. It's probably good. Like
Cage Match says yes, but
what did Cage Match Sweaties give it?
No, I'm saying like it says promotion WWE.
Oh, well, Evolve is owned by WWE. Yeah, they have been for a few years.
And he lost to Bryce Donovan in his Evolve match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, that'd be nice if it was a way to kind of maybe reintegrate him into WWE.
It could be. I don't know. Well, we're gonna have to find out. I mean, I think it's safe for him to go back now.
And you got the No Quarter Catch crew.
Yeah.
They lost Drew Gulak, and I mean that in the fact that Gulak was also another technician.
Yeah, and
so
you can fill in that role.
Correct, and you don't really see Lesnar anymore. You don't see a lot of the legit guys who can legit wrestle. Like the only real legit guy on the main roster is El Grande Americano.
Yeah.
You know the person under the mask. So,
I just don't know who it is, man. It's a mystery, but I'll never forget.
I mean, I've got my thoughts, and that's why I think that, but you never know.
I was like, I'll never forget him and Ray Phoenix going 1 hour time limit in Rio, Mexico.
What about him and Blue Panther? That was a great match.
That was classic. Oh, that was
El Clásico. El Clásico de Lucha de Apuestas with LA Park. Ooh.
Him, El Hijo del Santo. Yeah, man.
See? He's the only person to ever take LA Park's mask off, but then they cut the feed, and then,
Yeah,
you never know.
And when the feed came back, the mask was magically back on.
Exactly, because he had a new mask. All of the little LA Park fans had masks for him to borrow.
Yeah. El Grande's like, "Here, this mask is dirty. Let me fix it for you."
Mm-hmm. Exactly. He's a benevolent winner.
Exactly. Thoughts on WWE buying Triple A?
Triple A?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the most relevant Triple A has been in the 33 years they've existed.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to them.
While CML is still like 100 years strong at this point.
Well, that's because Triple A was a spin-off from people that were just sick of CML shit.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, this is obviously biased from the Western perspective of things, because I know Mexican wrestling is very hot and they have a different perspective on it than we do. But when it comes to the non-Mexican fans, what's the biggest thing we remember about Triple A? The two things I can think of off the top of my head is Jeff Jarrett drunk throwing taco shells at people.
Yeah, throwing tortillas in the crowd.
And Vampiro farting in the fucking microphone and asking for his fucking music.
Where's the fucking music?
Exactly. Where's my music? Come on! Where's the truck? It's like, alright, like, fucking Triple Mania has been a fucking joke, but it's so car crashy. It's amazing to watch.
Like, you'll get a really good match, but in between, you'll get some of the worst matches you've seen. It involves the vets, like Conehead or Vampiro.
Completely.
But Penta and Villano was really good.
I mean, Psycho Clown is pretty good in all of his matches. When it wasn't there a Four Corners cage match that was Lucha de Apuestas where the loser lost their mask, and that's where El Fantasmo or fucking Santos Escobar demasked when it was like, I think it was Psycho Clown, LA Park, El Hijo de Fantasmo, and someone else. What? Maybe Maybe Penta. Maybe it was Penta.
Maybe
Because I think
Penta.
this was like maybe 4 or 5 Triple Manias ago. Whenever Santos took the mask off and then he left to go to WWE shortly after that.
Yeah.
I think that's the one where because it's like Dr. Wagner getting unmasked by. I think that was in L.A. Park versus Dr. Wagner, if I remember that right. In L.A. Park 1.
Yeah.
Then there was a Four Corners cage match that I think was Lucha de Apuestas,
Yeah,
where the
it was L.A. Park, Pentagon, Psycho, and Phantasma.
I was actually right. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I know Mexican wrestling a little bit.
Yeah, Triple A 26.
And then don't ask me what happened after that, because I
Yeah.
kind of stopped paying attention.
Yeah, I'm probably there for tortillas in the crowd again.
That might have been 27 or 28, because it's like that was embarrassing.
He does it every time. He does it every time he goes there. So,
Which is why he doesn't go there very often. They're like, "You're racist." He's like, "And?" He's like, "Oh shit, at least you know." Can we have Tessa? She's racist too. Wow.
they sure like their racist. Oh boy, I tell you. Did you see the Raw at the Mania?
I saw most of it. Like,
The
the
Vicordio
Cena promo was the when she came out and Julia and Roxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't like Vicare's fucking the name for her booty pop fucking head smash. That's a stupid fucking name.
Well, I like the pop, so
I mean, I do too, but it's a stupid name.
that's fine. But I can ignore it.
But it's dumb.
I don't care. I can ignore it.
Why would you call it the Devil's Kiss?
So something's kissing in the back of their head, if you know what I mean.
But it's how if you get a move like that, why would you call that the Devil's Kiss? That sounds like a finishing name. That doesn't sound like a move where you hump the person's face into the ground, basically.
Kiss the ground.
I'm not complaining.
Kiss the ground to hell.
It's Bite the Curb would have been a better name, but that's also not, I guess, into her gimmick. But yeah. I find it weird that Julia and Roxy are on the same page.
Yeah, like, did I miss something at NXT? Like, did I?
They hated each other in NXT. Yeah, they hated each other in NXT.
I could have sworn they hated each other. Like, did something happen at Takeover that make them go buddy buddy?
Well, I think it was that in the moment, because the one thing I liked is that Julia gave her a look, and then Roxanne was kind of like, "Oh, you're not hitting me," and she just let that little smirk kind of pop out.
Yeah.
Like they got it.
Like we just hate Vicor, so
More or less, and it's like I don't mind that. Like Julia lost to Vicaire, she tried to do the I'm happy for my friend thing.
yeah.
She took a week or two off and came back, and she didn't mean it. She was mad. So I get that. Plus, Julia versus Io would be fantastic. Roxanne is a great little wrestler, so like I love everything Roxy does, and that's not just aesthetically, like wrestling wise. She's very fun.
She's been one of the better prospects.
She lives up to the Prodigy nickname.
Mm-hmm.
So
we love our Roxy.
we do. I mean, her match with Deonna Purrazzo and TNA was pretty good too, for it being like her first foray into a bigger kind of audience, because that was right after ROH tanked.
Yeah.
So
And never to be seen again.
Yeah, no, because that's just AEW Junior. That's not really ROH. There's nothing ROH about that shit.
It has been ROH since like 2019.
You're giving them a lot of credit that what we watched at the fucking New Japan show was still technically ROH. Because that was delirious garbage.
Yeah,
literally booking and
whatever you want, whoever you want to blame, they're all to blame. They completely ignored Tanahashi and Zack, all because of Enzo and Cass.
Like, when they bring the beautiful people back about a decade too late for ROH, there's problems there. When you're pulling on nostalgia from not even your own promotion, and from something that's already 5 or 6 years past the sale date. Like, we have issues.
Yeah, the only best part was Tamatonga.
Oh, when he just freaked out and
Yeah,
fucking
piece
called
of
them all
shit.
out? Yeah.
No one cares about these belts.
I mean, Jay White and Okada was really good too, though.
No, it was. But I was saying, like, moments, it was the best one.
Oh, well, how can you be mad at Muta and Liger in the same battle royal?
Yeah, and then we got cock blocks.
Okay, they didn't win, but they were there.
I know,
Like
but they didn't touch each other. They're like, oh no, we're gonna eliminate one of you now. And it's like, fuck you.
I like the cock tease on that one though, because there's no reason they should touch. Liger's been a junior.
I want them to touch penises, Devin.
All right, well that's your playlist. You make that happen.
Yeah,
AI can do that. But like Liger's like the junior heavyweight god, and then Muta is a heavyweight god.
Yeah.
They shouldn't touch. You know what I mean? Muta he's a fucking Three Musketeer. He's in that echelon with the Heavenly Kings. You know what I mean?
It's like, well, last time they touched, Kinsey Liger came back to debuted, so maybe he didn't want that again.
Last time he touched somebody else that was
Yeah,
a
like
relevant heavyweight.
last
Oh no, Suzuki! Oh, that's it. Muta would spit the fucking mist at fucking Liger, and Kishin would pop out.
And then Kinsey will try to stab him with a spike.
I'm okay with this.
Yes.
I think Muta'd be okay with that too.
And then Muta would win again.
Yes. Is there any doubt?
Yeah. I was surprised. Like you debuted this Dark Persona in the match, and he still lost. Like you know what? Really good match, but I was like, okay. So okay, yeah. So goodbye, Kishin. It was nice knowing you.
It was cool to see it one more time, though.
Yeah. It wasn't a match per se, essentially, but it was still cool.
Plus, that was like during Liger's like winding down farewell tour.
Yeah.
So it put a nice capstone kind of on the different iterations of Liger and what people loved him for and watched.
Yep.
Because what wasn't the tag match with him and Great Sasuke, right? Against Dragon Lee and Hiromu? Was that the final like little tag thing they did? Because I think he was with a legend, and for some reason Sasuke popped. I don't think it was El Samurai.
Sasuke was day one, I think. Yeah, day one was. I'm sorry, Sano was his partner, Koi Sano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was his partner for night two.
There we go. Because I remember Sasuke was there in some regard. I just couldn't remember if he was.
Yeah, night one it was Sano, Taguchi, Otani, and Tatsuhiko against Liger, Fujinami, Sasuke, and Tiger Mask.
Old guys.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. It was cool in person, damn it.
I didn't say it wasn't even that bad, on TV. But it's just one of those, the classic old guys. Having a more classic old guy match.
Old guys opening the show.
And they can all relatively go. It wasn't like watching Kabuki during his fucking...
Yeah, Fujinami can go. Sasuke has to jump off something.
Okay, but he can still do it and not hurt himself.
Yeah.
Tiger Mask isn't the old... I think he's the youngest one out of all of them, right? Because it was Tiger Mask 4, it wasn't...
Otani and Taguchi, I think.
Well, okay, maybe Taguchi might be a little younger than Tiger Mask.
And Tatsuhiko was also 52.
Wait, how old was Tiger Mask 4? Because I thought he was only like 47 or 48.
Hold on. He was 49.
There we go. So he's the youngest. There we go.
I'm counting 5 years. I'm counting 5 years back. Hold on.
Oh no, you're doing math.
Yeah, Otani was 47.
Otani was 47?
Yes, and so was.
Has he been 50 for 30 years? Like, why has he looked old for his entire career?
Tatsuhito was also 47.
Wow, these fucking... What the hell does... Maybe that's why fucking Tiger Mask...
Sasuke was 50.
Maybe that's why Tiger wears the mask. I wonder what he looks like without the mask. Is he suddenly like super fucking old and leathery?
No one cared. No one cared who I was until I put on the mask. And Taguchi was 41.
He wrestles old though. He's wrestled old for years.
His ass is old.
But my point, he's all gimmick.
Yeah.
Like
And
ever
like,
since
and
what
like
was
it
that?
was 50, and like it was 55.
Oh yeah. But like I think the last time he actually could go was what, Apollo 55? Then everything after that he's kind of been all gimmick. They even made him like the 69th junior
I,
champ just
I
because
know
it was
I
funny.
know I know him and Osprey had a pretty good junior match. And what was the finals? I think
What year was that?
was that. Let's say 2017, 16 or 17.
Maybe.
So I'm trying to think when Osprey showed up.
I'm also trying to remember when I actually could tolerate an Osprey match. Because I
Oh
hated
yeah,
Osprey in ROH. I was the biggest Marty Skrull fan in ROH just because of the gimmick that Skrull beats
yeah,
Osprey, and I hated Flippy Bullshit Boy who had no
yeah.
psychology and no fucking understanding of how to work.
Okay, it was
Same
20.
reason why you hate Flip Gordon.
Yes. Okay, it was 2016.
Okay, there we go. So that's like, oh my god, that's almost 10 years ago now. Eh.
That's good. Nine.
9! It's only 9! It's not 10! We will
Nine.
not go to 10. It's not a decade. It's 9. We are Nazis, and we.
I used to do that whole monologue with the I of war.
Whoa.
So my life, I used to go many times to war. You get up out of bed, you get in your shitty car, and then you see your CEO driving around down the street in his Porsche. Class war.
Class war, yeah.
Once you get to work, you find they're taking their mandatory drug test. Drug war. As when that happens, you took a puff of your water because dinner with your wife's awful parents. And then you find out that it's only your black or Hispanic co-workers. Nice one.
Race war.
And then you go on your Facebook or your Twitter and talk it out. It's like, what's right, what's wrong?
Flame war.
And then once you get home after another day, you get a what's in the box. How much is what's in the box worth? So it was. I fought a simple war. No class wars, no drug wars, no race wars, no flame wars, and certainly no cult wars.
No.
40 years. Oh, I love that shit.
That was good.
Kind of like not all the show that we have.
Now, the first half of this episode of Impact was brought to you by Xanax because it fucking sucked and almost put me to sleep.
Yeah, well, let's just get it over with because we also got a preview Rebellion and we're gonna be glazing.
We're gonna be doing what?
We're gonna be glazing the compound.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Glazing in the compound.
Exactly. But so the first match was Systems, Planeteers, Kwame and Mati against Fez and Dark Magician.
Yeah. And that combination is as weird and awkward as this match was.
Yeah, so the only thing that was kind of cool, the hot tag was kind of nice.
With Ace.
Yeah, with Ace, and it made my spouse kind of gush over him. They were like, I grab his ass all day. I want him to sit in my face. I'm like, what the?
I mean, fair.
Yeah,
Good take. Ace is a good-looking guy, and I have nothing against Ace.
I can tell. Like, yeah, he's a good-looking fella.
Yeah, I have nothing against Ace's work or his looks. I'm still very bothered, and this is gonna, like, kind of perpetuate through the main event also. Why does TNA take the lazy way, and they write all of their heels as the shitty heels that have to get beat up for the first 3 to 5 minutes of the show? And then you need a trip or a knee in the back or something like that to finally get some momentum. Why can't they have heels that actually know how to fight?
It's like,
Like, but why is it always the same? It's like so many
I
other
don't know.
things.
I don't write the scripts.
If everyone is stupid, then no one is stupid. If everyone is the shitty heel that has to lose for 5 minutes, the fuck's the point of being a heel in that show? You might as well just be a tweener. At least they just brawl for 3 minutes and then do other shit.
To be a tweener.
But it's like, even if it's an Eddie match or a Brian Myers match or something like that, like they get their asses kicked for the first
Right.
couple minutes. And I'm so sick of that formula. It's boring. It's played out. Grow up. Figure something else out. Be interesting.
It's over. Done. Go away. The end.
Come on. Do stuff.
Stuff. Do things. I don't know what, but just do it.
Yeah. And it's like, I think that also just took me out of the match. Is because, like, I figured the system was going to eke it out because it's a thrown together team against an established team, and they needed help to win because they're bad guys, and I'm doing way too many air quotes because this is just painful cornball fucking formulaic shit.
We need something for rebellion.
Oh yeah, because you can't have your X Division champ and somebody who's literally been the face of the franchise for the last 5 years actually look strong based off of his own merit. No. He has to look incompetent. He's not even a chicken shit heel. He's not even the type that, like, cowers behind somebody. He's just bad. Like,
I mean, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He just bad. Okay.
He's just bad.
Alcohol is bad. Okay.
Hey, speak for yourself, bitch.
Yes. So I'm like, okay, sure. I mean, I guess.
But I'm glad your spouse got some aesthetic enjoyment
Got
out of the match.
Got some gooning done. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But I still hated the match.
Yeah. Either way, we can hate the match all we want, but to say like, we got some eye candy.
Oh yeah, I do that plenty of times too. So like, I'm completely keeping it objective. Are the participants attractive? Yes. Does it make the match good? No.
Oh yeah, no, we don't care. We don't give a fuck about that.
Exactly.
Like fuck all that.
Literally or figuratively?
Yes.
Yeah, we're good answer.
But more cringe as we got our Masa Slamovich promo.
You start.
No.
She can't cut a promo in English. It's stupid. Tommy Dreamer has to insert himself in fucking everything. I'm sick of hearing him talk, and it's always
he's the booker, of course.
But it's always some teary-eyed Terry Funk, Dusty Rhodes, watered-down shit fest of a fucking promo. Now, because Tessa beat up her trainer or whatever the fuck it was, now he gives her like the fucking Rocky speech about fucking Apollo, but she's the Russian, so what the fuck are we doing here? Like, shut up, Dreamer. Make Masha speak Russian again, because she can't cut an English promo. She can kick ass in the ring, so give her a manager, give her a muzzle, give her a fucking ball gag. Bring back Killer Kelly's ball gag and put it on Masha, because I don't want to hear that bitch speak ever again, unless it's in Russian.
Pretty much. Well, you explained the whole promo. I don't need to go any further.
That's why I just wanted you to go first, because I'm like, I'm not going to be positive about it, but I'll sum it up.
No, I had nothing for it. I just zoned out of it. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah. Vicky Guerrero's voice is more soothing than Masha speaking.
Right.
And that's sad.
But next up, we got Mike Santana talking at his latest AA meeting.
Now, I do want your opinion on this. So I want you to speak on this first before I say my bit.
You talk about how he quoted the CM Punk promo in ROH?
A little bit, but just in your general vibe of the promo too.
You know what? He talked clear.
Yeah, that's helpful.
That is helpful. Talked about the addiction for it's a Mustafa Ali's the addict. He's addicted to me.
Yeah.
I'm just like this. I don't think this makes me want to get too hyped. It's just like what Ali's response to that.
Well, he thinks he's above the match anyway, so he doesn't want to respond.
I know, but I talk about the addiction obsession. Like stop it. Like we like, hey, Mr. President Ali, Fabulous E Ali Ababa. Can we get comments on what Max Santana said about you?
You know what else I would have wished they addressed?
But
Is John Schuyler dead? He just goes to this AA meeting and leaves a man like dying in his fucking basement that he tied up like 3 weeks ago or whatever.
yeah, poor Rex.
Yeah, he's never coming back. But I think my problem,
We got
oh,
Weevil.
we do, and he's better. But like, this went too long. It was.
I get what they were
Ugh.
trying to do, though. It's just, yeah, you probably could have said that in half the time.
At least like it was almost 5 minute long promo, and it just dragged, and he said nothing interesting. It was just him like monologuing in his own thoughts, and then the surrounding little therapy group was like the most fucking Q list fucking actor
Are
group.
they better get involved in the match.
What are they gonna do?
Their best.
Are they just gonna throw like their fucking sobriety chips at people?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's it. They're
Yes.
just
Weevil will sell that shit, man. He will sell.
just peg people with sobriety chips. There we go. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
No, it's raining sobriety.
Yeah.
What? How does it work? Okay, that actually be kind of funny. It's not going to happen now because it's actually entertaining.
Now I want this to happen. So you see, walk with me, talk with me.
Yeah. Too bad Delirious isn't going to go with it because it makes
I know.
almost sense and it's entertaining.
Hey, Delirious, I just want to talk to you.
He's like, "Oh,
I just want to talk.
yeah,
I just want to talk to you.
rotator cuff. What the fuck are you? That was that. I understood that.
I'll rotate your cuff if you just listen to me.
Ah, and he slips you his hotel key.
Yeah, exactly. Just listen to me.
And he just beckons you to come upstairs. Booking meeting. What the fuck are you talking about?
Then I bring the drink Eric Young has for Steve Ackland.
He hands you a red Solo cup, and he pulls out his notebook and starts writing something. The fuck are you doing? Creative. What the
uh, okay.
That's probably what some of the meetings sound like too. That's the sad part.
I would not put it past. This is the writing show Netflix needs.
Like they've just got a fucking Pinterest board of random pictures and words, and Delirious just points at things. He's like segments,
Yeah,
gimmick. It's like you're pointing at an 8-ball and a duck. Gimmick.
all the sticky
What?
notepads.
I like this. I like this. It's 8-ball and a duck. All right, so we're gonna have people get in a circle. They're gonna play duck, duck, goose with an 8-ball of cocaine. There we go.
And what's this? 23.
Oh, bring it back. Yes.
23.
Uh,
But we're not done with backstage segments yet, because Heather, my elegance, and whatever the fuck her name is, are
Maggie
calling
Lee? Isn't it Maggie Lee?
Maggie Lee. I'm sure.
Maggie Lee?
Maggie
Okay,
Lee.
let's not put that fucking label on her. She seems like a nice girl.
No. Yeah, Heather and Maggie by Elegance with the concierge call Ash by Elegance. So I just heard that you booked a match. You didn't tell me. It's like I'm sorry. I was getting ganged up on by these tall, gorgeous women. Like
I was getting gangbanged by 6 other women. Go on.
I am disgusted.
And she's like, I'm 4'8". They're Amazons compared to me.
Yeah.
Keep going. This is working for me. What?
So this is a positive, you're saying.
But Ash did math, and if you think of it as 4 teams and not 8 people, her math was correct.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
Well, who knew that she's not a generic blonde.
I mean, I think she's a natural blonde because I haven't ever seen her with a different color hair. But
Oh yeah.
she can at least do math. Good on her.
She can do math, I can do math. There we go, it's a win-win.
You had a Pinterest board for that one, didn't
I do.
you?
I do.
Sticky note.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how it goes.
Tony's got the cocaine, we got the meth. Is
Uh,
that better or worse?
it depends on how much you use. And guys, keep in mind, I'll be Koki Khan for Halloween in our Halloween edition of Impact.
What would that make? What would that actually make fucking delirious? Like Method Man? Is that when he's going?
No, no, yeah,
Well,
no.
90s rappers references.
I'll just be Tony Khan doing a bunch of coke on the air. You'll be Dave Meltzer. You'll be giving me false information while it's 5 stars, and we'll be hunky dory.
Oh God, God, it's not a terrible idea.
I'm not going to answer. And I'm not going to answer any of your questions.
You think I'm going to actually ask you hard questions if I have to be the
I don't care.
Meltzer to your con?
Even if they're easy, I'm not going to answer them.
I'm not going to ask questions. I'm just going to agree with everything you're saying.
I'm like, that's a great question, but I can't talk about it. I'm glad we live in the world where we ask for great questions, because your great questions is a great response for the community, because everything's great. We had a great show. We had great matches. Great, we had great drugs. We had a great party. We had the greatest roster. Everything is just great. I'm gonna get a bell for every time I say fucking great.
You know, with great questions comes great responsibility,
And with great power comes great big booty bitches.
and that's why AEW is fantastic right now. Yeah, it's got the best psychology in the business. Listen to that; it's great.
Exactly. So,
They're infallible. Shit.
now something not so great. Rosemary and Jacy Penny.
I don't know. Like as we mentioned in the chat, Fallon Henley is a snack. I'm not sure what it is about her, but like last week I kind of noticed, and this week I'm like, God, there's something. There's something about like that athletic fucking like kind of looks like she wants to kick your ass, but she's sexy as fuck too.
Yeah.
Like okay, I like it. I like it.
Yes, and of course people were complaining that Jacy Penny won. Because like, oh, I guess they're gonna buy the company. Like, people gotta lose.
Who the fuck said that?
One of our commenters when I was doing the coverage on the Dirt Sheet page.
He needs it drop kicked. It was fucking 3-on-1. Mirror Match Zayas didn't actually show up till after the fact because they're not really friends.
Yeah, fucking said. So technically, TNA sold their souls to WWE. Like,
wow.
They gotta lose, man. What do you mean?
I mean, I think they're just grasping for straws at this point because, Joe Hendry was on WrestleMania. No TNA person was actually on a pay-per-view big for AEW. So.
Yeah, we'll get to Joe Hendry later on with that.
No, I mean the partnership. You know what I mean?
I know, but I'm saying, like, it's...
People are stupid. What are you going to do?
Like, and you don't watch, so what do you...
People are stupid. Especially when they don't watch. They just jump to their own fucking conclusions, and they're usually really dumb, which is most of the people that comment on things.
Yeah.
People constantly comment on shit they don't know about. Why do you think Twitter has so many people on it talking?
I wish they did.
Did you say you wish it didn't?
I wish they didn't.
Yeah, well, Thanos would need to snap to fucking help us out with that one.
And what do you call it?
Like 8 billion morons.
And also Taya has so many friends. Best friends.
Everybody's her best friend. Leave the girl alone. Smiley faces are easy to draw.
Exactly. But her best friends, her awful best friends, by the way.
They're the worst best friends, but they're still best friends. It's fine.
She'll keep supporting.
Of course, they're her best friends. Why wouldn't she?
Exactly, everyone's a best friend. They even say you have a lot of best friends. Like, yes, but these are my best friends.
I like her gimmick. It's
I know.
It's so oblivious and like naive, but it's cute, especially when she like just commits for commentary. Like she's good at what she does.
I agree. But the Fatal Influence beat down Rosemary till Zaya Brookside and Kun Lao Lee made the save.
So are they just gonna come out as like Katana, Melina, and Jade for Rebellion?
They better. If not, I'm gonna be disappointed.
That would work though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Lei will be Jade. Zai will
That's who.
be Katara, and Rosemary could be Melina. There we go.
Exactly. That's exactly how I would have done it too. I was curious who you were gonna assign the colors.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh yeah, blue, British. Yeah, that goes. Rosemary, red or pink, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, yeah. And
well,
Layla's doing green.
plus Melina is supposed to be the monstrous one.
Yeah.
So it's good to give that to Rosemary, especially because you know how easy it would be to put a mask on her and then have her take the mask off to Mist.
Uh-huh.
Like that works into the gimmick too well.
Exactly. But Santino came out and says, "Well, at the countdown to rebellion, we're gonna have a 6-man tag." Good job. But let's get to the real. Let's get to the real story.
Yeah.
The Copper Boys are seeing the Harley Boys, two young whippersnappers who have a sense of adventure in the compound of the Harleys.
Oh, look at that. Thank you, Thomas.
Look at that. Oh, yeah. No idea as to why and how this video came up when I first opened the YouTube app. It was worth be subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you. We appreciate that. Stick around. We got plenty to talk about here. Yeah, the Copper Boys are going to the background, or they're going to the compound, and then all of a sudden we see Willow. That's the Willow's way.
Willow the Wisp, yes, with his green fucking umbrella.
I'm like, you know what? Good, good.
It's good. Like I miss Itchweed. Itchweed is my favorite Hardy fucking incarnation, but Willow's fun, and I like the little voice he puts on for Willow. But that's not the highlight of Willow.
I wish we did Itchweed. I wish Itchweed was fighting Seto in the on top of the truck.
I wish Itchweed is what he came out with at the end. That would have been fantastic. Him just with the fucking weed whacker and the fucking goggles.
The weed whacker.
He's like, like that would have been awesome.
Yes. Tyler. Well, good to meet you, Tyler.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, we go to the compound, and as the Kaiba Boys, they split up searching for clues.
Yeah, because that's what everybody does. You're supposed to split up in a horror movie.
Because Seto is gonna fight one of them in the children's car game. He has his Blue Eyes deck ready.
Well, Mokuba did eat all the offense and get kind of captured and fucked up. So
yeah, we'll get to Mokuba in a bit, but
I'm just saying, like it actually really worked out. It was on the nose for this one.
Yes, and then of course Seto meets our dancing Willow. Dancing to Not Like Us.
Yeah, the Kendrick, like legitimately, the Kendrick Lamar played for what, a good 10 seconds.
Yep.
I wonder if they paid for that.
I'm just like, you know what, just have it. If anything to expose Drake on TV in any capacity, I'm all for it.
Well, it didn't get to that point. It was just
I know. But then Willow disappeared, and then here comes one of the Harley Boys.
Jeff. Because they're not the same person, him and Willow.
Jeff Harley used the distraction from Willow.
It's a good distraction. To fuck him up in a pickup truck.
Exactly.
That inadvertently kind of rhymed, but I liked it, so I went with it.
Yep, and they were fighting on top of the truck, and then fucking Seto flips him over. Nasty landing. Jeff Harley is out for now. And then we get to probably my favorite. Well, first, Mokuba fights Matt Hardy. And Mokuba throws Matt Hardy into the water.
Well, there was a lot of cutbacks, so don't forget that Nick went into the truck for some reason, because this turned into like an RPG quest where you had to find the item.
Yeah.
And he knew that there was a tag belt in the truck. I don't know how he knew. Maybe he saw the quest thing come up to remind him.
Yes, and then he went to go inside the house to look for the other belts.
That was genius. He acted like it was a fucking diamond heist. And he's like, all right, I need to switch the weight with the belts.
He was following Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
Trying to swap it out, and then Matt Hardy's like, someone has stole the tag team belts.
I have a premonition.
Gets thrown into the water.
He's literally drowning Ryan, and Ryan has like this whole flashy, out of body weird shit happening with the
Yep.
kids, and it's amazing.
Yeah. So yes, he gets an admission pass.
To
To go
Maxwell's
to
silent movie.
yeah for Senor Benjamin and the kids.
Hmm.
King Maxwell taking on a young rookie Mokuba in the
Yes,
silent movie, mind you.
and that was great. The way they just Ryan sucks. Yeah, and like I think what didn't they have like Gothic babies say something like "oh shit," like or
Yeah.
something like that, and I'm just like that's kind of fucking funny.
And then we go to the next room, Dr. Wolfgang
Oh, that
char-
was the best part.
charging ten
Wolfgang
thousand
was the
dollars.
best. And,
Charging $10,000 for a session. It's like, and this will fix me, right?
then they just and he has like a normal conversation with
It's
him.
like,
He's just like,
he's like, can we talk about my big brother?
yeah, it's like I thought they were gonna cheer me, but they booed me instead. And then and then Wolfie is just like, that was the Matt Hardy fans. It's like you're right, it was the Matt Hardy fans.
Yeah, and then yeah, I'm gonna bill you.
Oh no, the punctuation was great. Where he starts going through it, it's like I was bullied in school, this, that, and the other thing, and then Wolfie said it a little backwards, but since he's a kid, it came off cuter. And he's
Yeah.
just like, "Did you ever hug your parents?" And then the way Ryan just kind of has that moment where he breaks, he's like, "No, I never hugged my parents. Thank you, Wolfie. This is the best." He goes, "That's another $500 for emotional damage." And he's like, "Do you have a Venmo?" It's like, "Yeah, I have a Venmo."
Uh, and now the second
Yes.
best.
Wolfie is the best in my opinion, but the next one that you're going to get on, that's real close, but it's not better than Wolfie.
We got Bitch Rebecca and Gothic Girl
Yes,
at
Gothic.
the piano, and then Mokuba says we want the tag team belts, and then she's like, no.
Yes.
Oh,
Now he's having an argument with a baby. Well, I mean, she's like 3 or 4 at this point,
yeah,
but you
and
know what I
then she
mean.
goes magic, like no, and then we get the Crow.
That's like the Cure, and then the Simple Plan
Yeah,
played in the
I
background.
I
Oh my god!
I was like, what is happening?
And then he has a fucking the emo moment, and then the fucking roast battle with
It
Barty.
says thank you. It just says thank you.
He loves the fact he's back in his emo fucking phase. I'm like, oh my god.
Thanks the Gothic baby.
You know, Ryan Mokuba would be the type of person that was like a Dashboard Confessional fan, like back in 2003,
Yeah.
2004. Like I could see him be that like Hot Topic emo fan.
And then the roast battle with Barty and
Yes.
oh
It
my
was
God.
so good because he was really like trying to lay it, not really lay it into the kid, but he's like took it seriously, and even the dumb shit like knock knock, who's there, or whatever the fuck he said, like it was good. Fuck, it didn't. It took itself so not seriously. It was amazing.
I'm just like I can't even. This is fantastic. And then then Seto comes to save his brother.
I mean, Matt was drowning him. Like it wasn't even a lake of reincarnation. He was just literally drowning him in
It
the
was
pool.
personal. Like it was personal.
It looked like it was because he's holding his head under. He's like, "No, stop moving." It's like, "Oh shit!" It got dark for a second.
So the Kaiba boys beat up the Harley boy, and then we get Brother Nero. That was
Yes.
enough. That was enough for the Kaiba boys to retreat with the tag team belts.
Now, do you think this is going to lead to the full broken team coming back? Or is it going to be a broken Jeff and Matt does a different version of his stuff? Like maybe he goes full version 1 for this while
I
Jeff is Nero.
I don't know. They might be. They might. I can see them both being broken.
Because, I mean, we already had broken Matt before Jeff came over, and then he kind of went half and half into whatever the fuck it's been lately. So,
Right.
I'm curious which one he'll steer more into. Go full broken, or still go like half and half and go version 1.
Yeah. We will find out. But speaking of broken, we may as well. Tessa Blanchard in a squash match, looking good.
She always does. And just like they said in Clerks 2, you can't taste racism, so give me that ass, and I'm okay with that. I'm real happy.
Yep, but Tessa beats Misa Kate in quick fashion. And then Masha Slamovich comes out, spears her.
And slams a bitch.
Masha slams the bitch down, snowplows the bitch, and goes to break her arm. But
Fujiwara style.
Blanchard's like, "Ah, shit, a Russian, don't touch me." And she looks shocked, like, "Oh my god,
Tess is just like, do I look like Ukraine? What the fuck?
really? Like, what happened?" And it's like, "Oh god, don't touch me." And now,
I did like Masha pulling out the Fujiwara because I don't think anybody's done that since Diana left.
no, I don't think so.
And I do prefer the Fujiwara compared to a lot of the other armbars.
Oh yeah, it's a good armbar.
And it actually looks painful. You know what I mean? Like, even if you're not torquing it correctly, it just looks good.
It's like, yeah, sure, you could probably do the Kimura, but this is better.
Not to mention, everybody probably assumes that's like a Brock thing. Even though
Yeah,
he hasn't done it in a long time, like, the fact that he was, like, breaking arms for, what, a year or two?
yeah,
Between Cena and Orton and a few others, like, that kind of became his shtick.
right. But we go to the outside. We go to Brokeback Mountain as we
Brokeback
have
Macklin. Macklin.
yes Brokeback Macklin with Steve Macklin, Eric Young, sharing a beer, romantic by the fire. Eric Young's gonna pound that ass later, but
That's why he had to burn the evidence.
I mean, if I had a gay boyfriend and like just Eden and all that, like yeah, I think that's how I want to go. But
I mean, I do find it funny how, like, they argue with each other and then they end up, like, just sitting next to the fire, like, drinking something out of a
he's like,
fucking
"Yo,
solo
man,
cup.
like we said we were gonna do it. We were gonna share the ring together." Like, "Oh well, we definitely shared the ring, but
It went full fucking Paul Rudd. He's just like, look at us. Look at us. Isn't this crazy? It's just like, what the fuck?
So how about we get in the tent and I'm gonna go get ready. Come join me in the tent." But Macklin passes out,
Hmm.
and then Eric Young's like, "We could."
Exactly.
He's like,
Exactly.
I gave you one chance, and you blew it.
Hmm.
Now I'm gonna blow you."
No, now that just means the jabronis are gonna show up on Rebellion.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Unfortunately.
Now we're gonna talk about Joe Hendry's big night. Congrats to him for being at WrestleMania. Yes, he lost in 3 minutes. Yes, he got a second RKO. And yes, Orton did the Joe Hendry pose after.
But that's a good thing. That's positive for Hendry.
But you know what? Hendry's happy. Shut the fuck up.
But Orton doing his thing puts Hendry over.
Yeah.
Because that means Orton is selling his move. And he also sold a little bit of offense.
He saw a little bit of offense, and I liked how Hendry did not just look for Orton. He just stared at the camera. Well, even when he was taking the RKO.
Oh no, that was perfect, especially the way Randy flew in from out of frame
Yeah.
and just hit the that was one of those beautiful moments that WWE will replay at different points because the framing just was too good.
Yeah.
And he puts Hendry over huge with the second RKO and then doing the pose. Like, come on. That's a good rub right there. Like, there aren't many people that have the stroke that Randy has. And even losing to him in 3 minutes is bigger than anything Joe Hendry could do anywhere else against anyone else, aside from Cena.
Yeah, because I didn't expect him to show up.
I jokingly would have thrown that out there, but I'm just like, nah, that's just me being stupid.
like it's gonna be like fucking Rusev or some shit.
But well, with him coming out Monday, you know why they didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because they had to protect him, and he couldn't lose.
Yeah,
And Randy wasn't going to lose either if they're going to position him against Cena. So it's like,
yeah, like Orton. Like I feel like he was gonna beat Kevin. Like he was always gonna win.
oh, definitely, because Orton against Cena makes too much sense.
Yeah, like with Grande Americano with Rey Mysterio. Like he was always gonna win, even when Phoenix was there. Americano was always gonna win.
Yeah, because that's the way wrestling logic works. Because if the guy that changed the match, like was replaced in the match, doesn't just win because he's the new face that you didn't study, that means that's the real fucking finish to the match. So Mysterio would have eaten the pin. So if anything, it saves Mysterio.
Probably exactly like that too.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
6419 hurts his foot with the steel plates.
Yeah, that would have worked perfectly. Yeah.
But no, Phoenix did fine. Stop saying he was buried people. Shut up.
Oh my god, just because he lost in his
He
second
no,
match, third match.
that is a WWE rule. If you lose one match, only one, you're buried. If it's
Oh
anywhere
no, now
else,
Penta's buried too.
but if it's anywhere else, good match, good match.
Penta's buried too. No, oh, they buried the Lucha Bros. Oh
Yeah,
no.
like I remember
Oh no.
Bailey and Kevin Knight losing to the Bucks. Not buried, good match. This buried, loser. It's stupid.
Ridiculous.
It's stupid.
People are stupid. What the fuck do you expect?
I hate buried. That move got ruined for that name got ruined.
I hate people. So
I hate Trey. I even said this on the my cover for the Raw recap. Like, I have no allegiance because I took a jab at AEW for Core. It's like, what are your thoughts about the match? Like, man, she'd be headlining Collision if she went to the other company.
headlining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have no allegiance. Not even in the show I cover.
True. We shit
Like,
on TNA more than we
like,
actually.
I like wrestling. I don't like the promotions. I don't like the fans. Fuck you.
More or less.
Yeah.
If it's good, we'll say it's good. If it's shit, we say it's shit. It
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
matter
it.
who the company is.
Yeah, I don't care who runs it, who does what. No, we are not for the sickos. We're not for the Fed. We are for us.
Yup.
The way God intended.
And this is where the Kendrick Lamar plays, and they go, "They not like us.
Yeah,
They not
they-
like us," and then we
yeah.
just leave, hit the credits,
Yeah.
be gone.
Exactly. That's it. The show's over. Goodbye.
Cinema.
Yeah. Finally, our main events: Joe Hendry and Elijah. Like, it's even Page and Frank Kazarian. Joe Hendry has to tape this out. I know it's taped. I know it's a taped event, but still,
It's stupid.
some continuity. Some continuity would be nice.
Yeah, some decorum would be nice. Like, he sells the fucking shoulder like it's fucking falling off his fucking body, but it didn't bother him at WrestleMania. Now, yeah, like you said, it could have been a last minute fucking ask and could have been after everything was taped, but like, why would you have him sell that so hard? Like, as we were talking about before, the doctor said don't defend the title at Rebellion. He said, fuck you, I'm defending it at Rebellion. So what was management's next idea that's genius? That's right, because he's doing it at Rebellion anyway. Fucking, let's put him in a useless tag match that doesn't do anything for the match at hand. It's just, if he's going to do this one against orders, might as well just put him in this piece of shit. What the fuck? Elijah could have tagged with anyone else. Joe could have been the manager, and he could have got involved or did something just to kind of, I guess, keep the heat with the people he's challenging at Rebellion. But they don't do a good job at heat. Like, we've been over this. The fucking Mike Santana promo was long, egregious, and kind of dumb. Did nothing for heat. Like, Tessa, okay, she bailed because she got jumped. That's not heat. Like, the heat just comes from Tessa being alive and racist. That's the heat.
That's the heat, folks.
No one gives a fuck about Masha. Masha's good in the ring, but she's not a likable character. So people are only rooting for Masha because she's not Tessa. It's Trump logic with the Tessa feuds. Which, this is not taking sides on politics. It's just, you know exactly what I'm getting at.
I know what you got.
Trump could have been put against Hitler, and they would have been like, well, he's not Trump, we'll vote for Hitler. It's like, okay, well, hey.
I mean, sure. I mean, you may as well just shoot me while we're at it.
Never said it was a good decision, but that's what a lot of things turn into nowadays. It's like, well, I don't like this, so I'm going to pick this by default. Like, that is low IQ, fucking stupid. Like, at least have a different reason to do things. You know what I mean?
Damn it! I wish someone made this earlier. That way, that could have been the cover photo.
Oh!
Damn it!
Gone.
Say Copy Boys. I hear you like them tag titles.
They're not like us. They're not like us.
That is.
But yeah,
I
I don't know.
am.
So this match did nothing for me though. Like I guess it was okay, but it was worthless. It was dumb. The fucking pay per views on Sunday. No, this didn't heat anything up. This didn't make anybody go, "Wow, I need to buy tickets because of this fucking piece of shit." Stop it. Get some help. Where's the Michael Jordan fucking meme when we need it?
But that is the show. Before we get here, we're going to preview Rebellion. But before that, match of the night.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay, very
it's
good.
it's a Hardy thing. Hardy's the segment, the match,
And the
the
Med
the
Stars.
fucking yeah, exactly.
Emo Mokuba is star of the night.
I don't know. I'd give it to Wolfie over Emo Mokuba, but they can tie if you want. If you want to be an Emo Mokuba
We
champ,
can call it a tie. We can call it a
we
tie.
can call it a tie. Yeah.
We've got Simple Plan in the background.
Oh God, maybe that means Mokuba's gonna end up with Zaya at some point. Brookside, not
Yep.
Lee.
Yep.
It's-
Somewhere he belongs.
they can both play Simple Plan as they come to the ring crying in mascara. Would be fucking terrible, but awesome at the same point. Like if it's gonna be cringe, steer into it. Make it a car crash
Yeah.
like the Jersey Shore episodes.
Exactly. But all right, let us go over the Rebellion card, and then we're gonna get out of here because we'll be back here Sunday.
Work days, work days, work days.
Exactly. But at least it's not 10 p.m.
I mean, by the time we get on, it'll be 11.
Yeah.
It's a pay-per-view. They'll start at 8.
Yep. But the countdown is at 7. We got 3 matches. First one, the Elijah Open Challenge. I say Elijah wins, but who shows up? I say an NXT guy.
As I say, it's going to be nobody that matters if it's on Countdown.
Shawn Spears.
I said nobody that matters. I know. That works.
There we go. But yeah, I got Elijah winning.
Yeah.
Next up, Katana, Melina, and Jayne against the Fatal Influence. I say the Mortal Kombat girls.
I mean, I would like to think it is, because this did not go the direction I thought it was going to go.
Or is it going to be like a DQ with Zaya embracing the dark side?
But Rosemary's on her team now.
Yeah, but Rosemary's going to laugh in the background like, yes, good.
But here's the tricky part. I thought Rosemary was going to turn her dark side, so then she was going to turn on Zaya. But the fact that now all 3 of them are in the match together, I feel like we're just going to get a normal match here, and then it might build into something.
And Rosemary helped her win last week.
Yeah, so it's weird. I don't like the direction of this thing. So I'm going to say the Mortal Kombat girls win, just because I don't know what the fuck they're doing with that.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see where it's going to go, though.
Sure.
We'll see. Newly added, the Rascals. Oh, sorry. Sean Waltman ain't wrestling. I'm sorry. The Rascals and Ace Austin against the System. I'm gonna say Rascals. and Ace.
Waltman's doing management shit basically to
I was
nullify
hoping,
Alicia.
I was hoping he'd be in action.
He will. He'll throw something.
I mean, like a match. I feel like he wrestled.
You never know. They could always jump somebody again or something. I could see a situation where they either do a simultaneous Bronco Buster on 2 different people. Like,
Is Waltman gonna do it to Alicia Edwards?
no, he'll do it to one of the guys. Maybe after the match, or the ref gets knocked out, and then it's gonna, or like Bronco Busters for all, basically, and then go from that. So Waltman will do something to pop the crowd.
Right.
But you're not going to bring out Waltman to have that team lose.
Yeah, but
Unless he's with the system.
Yeah, so you got baby faces winning.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Knockouts, Fatal 4-Way Tag Titles, the Elegantos against Jakara Snackson and Lash Legend, Spitfire, and Tatum Quaxley and Gigi Ficken.
I'm going with the Hot Topic Hotties.
I'm gonna go with the Elegance somehow find a way to win.
Because, I mean, this goes just back, my logic goes back to what we talked about before when this was announced, the partnership.
Yeah.
Is if anything goes first, it's going to be the shitty TNA Knockouts tag titles, because They're worthless. No one cares.
Yep.
And there's only 2 legitimate tag teams in the TNA Knockout division.
Yeah.
So lose the belts, have them do things in NXT, and then rebuild the division or kill the title. I don't care, but like, figure it the fuck out.
Hopefully
Give
kill
your
the
balls a
title.
tug. Yeah, exactly. And Hot Topic Hotties, come on. Gigi
Yeah.
and Wentz got something going on. Like Gigi's
Got
over
butter in
like
that bread.
Rover.
Butter in that
I,
biscuit.
I mean, yeah, everybody wants to butter that biscuit,
I don't blame him. Culture.
and there's nothing wrong with Tatum either. Like Tatum's pretty nice too. So
Yeah. All right. Falls count anywhere. Mike Santana and Maximilian Ali Pegasus.
Santana has to win,
Yeah. Kind of has to, right?
especially since Ali calls the stupid group Order 4, and there's only 3 of them now. That's still a terrible fucking name. Whoever thought that was a good name needs to be shot.
Yeah.
Dumb as fuck.
Dumb as fuck.
What could be funny is if Skylar randomly like walks down the fucking ramp, like disheveled and like delirious,
Yeah.
and that just throws off Ali and the rest of the team because like they haven't seen him in weeks and thought he was dead or something like that, and he's just like dehydrated and shit. And then Santana takes advantage of the distraction.
Yep.
I think that could be funny. You know what I mean?
It could.
But yeah, Santana needs to win.
Yep. All right. Next match, the International Championship. Steve Brokeback Macklin and Eric Young.
I'm gonna feel really bad for Macklin if he only holds the title for a week. So
I'm gonna say Macklin.
that's where I'm going with it too. Like whatever, 8 days, 9 days, whatever the official counter would be. Like, that's a shitty way to start a title.
Yeah, it would be 9 days for that. Yeah.
You get what I'm getting at. Though.
I do. Yeah, no, but like, yeah, basically dropping it out next show essentially, like your next match.
So we can't do that. It's a new title. You have to try to build that up some credibility. So
Yeah. I mean, they both can, but it honestly should just be Macklin right now.
especially when EY needs lackeys to win, that would make the belt look really bad.
Now, X Division Championship Ultimate X. Kwame, Matt Cardona, Leon Slater, Vikingo, Casey Navarro, and Reggie. I'm saying Leon. I think he actually gets the younger thing, but it'll be a quick ring. I don't see him keeping it long.
Yeah, they've been pushing that possibility too hard.
And I want them to shut the fuck up about it.
I just want them to not push Leon Slater because he has no charisma.
I
either.
know, but if they're going to, I want them to do it now to get it over with, and then they can shut up about it.
I'd rather them just let Casey Navarro win because he's got charisma, he's a good wrestler, he's charming, he gets it, he's fucking good, and then just let fucking Leon's visa expire and
like,
go
he's
back
definitely
to
he's
wherever.
definitely gonna be the bump guy. Same with Reggie.
I mean, Reggie's definitely the bump guy, and I agree that Casey's gonna take some joke spots or some big bumps.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah,
goodbye,
you're probably right.
also goodbye Diener, because he lost to Casey Navarro and now he has no contract. Goodbye. I don't see you again.
Thank God.
Yeah, goodbye.
Now we need to get rid of Leon Slater too.
Still gonna hit you in my truck.
Isekai-chan.
Yes. Alright. Knockouts World Championship, Masha Slamovich and Tessa Blanchard. I say new champion.
I want a new champion because Masha can't talk. And if I have to see her have a fucking celebration speech or some shit like that, I might just turn off my fucking television.
But our main events, the Harley Boys and the Kaiba Boys. I say the Harleys retain.
I say the Kaivas go over here.
I would like the Kaibas to win, but
Because the Hardys have held it for
October.
5 months? 6? Yeah, it's 6 months then. Yeah,
You
because
know
they
what?
got it
You
at
know
Bound
what?
for Glory.
Fine. I will go with the Kaibas, so our Kaiba Boy story can continue.
And Nick just turned heel basically to support Ryan. And how hilarious would that be with Ryan's little lawsuit or whatever against whomever, and then like him so whiny and so bitchy. Give him a tag title. Now he's entitled and super full of himself.
Oh,
Come on, that's perfect. You're gonna love to hate that kid. I say kid, but he's like 40. But you know what I mean?
oh yeah. This.
Like it's so easy to hate him, and Nick can still do most of the workhorse kind of stuff because he is the workhorse. He's the bump, So
Yes.
let's get a title on fucking Ryan.
Sounds good. Quit. No.
Yeah,
No. And finally, our main event, the TNA World Championship. Joe Hendry, Feankie Kazarian, and Ethan Page. I say Kazarian wins.
what?
New champion.
No, Hendry wins.
Hendry wins?
Now see,
Well, yeah, because Hendry ain't injured anymore.
exactly,
He's magically healed.
it's magically delicious. But yeah, I don't know. Well, you keep put all that effort into Hendry, and then he did the fucking stare down and the call out for Oba. Why would you take the belt off of him when he's like the TNA champ against the NXT champ, and then now take the belt off of him?
Yeah.
Eh. I feel like TNA kind of painted themselves into a corner with, like, shopping out Hendry a little bit.
Unless Oba fucks over Joe, then yeah, no.
But that's not going to be before Sunday. Unless he gets involved Sunday to help Ethan.
That's
And
what I
it's
mean.
like some
Like
big.
the
Or
ruler.
Trick. Maybe if Trick involves himself and he sides with Ethan. Because Trick did get dismissed.
He did.
So that's the point. If Trick gets involved and fucks over Hendry, then maybe I could see him lose.
But it could be a cleat. But if no one gets involved, then Joe retains.
Agreed.
Alrighty, but folks, that is it. We will be here Sunday nights. Follow me on Twitter, DamianPhoenix12. Follow my Instagram, Husband Cosplay. Check out my anime content at Otaku Cafe every Tuesday. Follow that at Otaku Cafe, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, Threads, Facebook. We're also live on Dirt Sheet Radio, YouTube channel, and Facebook page. Follow Dirt Sheet on all your favorite social media platforms, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Blue Sky, you name it, it's there. Follow Andrew at IWC Wordsheet. Check out his content at Chair Shot. Always use your head. We're also here, not us specifically, but Dirt Sheet is here every Monday to Friday with the occasional weekends. Monday for Raw, Tuesday for NXT, Wednesday is Wednesday, Thursday is TNA, and Friday is Smack Zone. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. We'll see you in 3 days. Thank you all. Let's all say goodnight, everybody.